Ryan here, aka Mac, and welcome. Star Citizen Alpha 4.0 is not just about core tech like server meshing and all of the work going into making that possible, it also seems to be a massive step up in terms of visuals. Now I don't know what it is that they have done for Pyro on the EPTU versus Stanton in the live build, but my god, it is breathtaking. As I have been travelling around Pyro trying to complete missions or just simply exploring the new planets and points of interest, I have found that it really doesn't matter where you go in Pyro, it just looks phenomenal all the time. There has been so many moments while I've been playing that I find myself just stopping to take in the views, be that flying around in space, as I'm coming in to land on a planet or walking around planetside, it just blows me away. And we don't even have things like global illumination or ray tracing yet, not to mention anything else that they will be doing with the graphics side of things. Of course, there is a ton of bugs, a ton of stability and performance issues that Cloud Imperium are working to fix and improve, but it is undeniable how beautiful Star Citizen Alpha 4.0 really is. And what is great about this is how weather will soon come along and just add a whole new layer to these visuals. One thing that I have been banging on about constantly since I started playing 4.0 are the clouds. So many times I've been planetside just doing a random mission or exploring an outpost, and it goes from being this clear, bright blue sky to suddenly being overcast and gloomy with deep dark clouds blocking out the sun, but then there's shafts of light piercing through and illuminating a nearby mountainside. And I say nearby, it's more likely hundreds of kilometers away. But that ever-changing landscape of light reminds me of those kind of, I suppose, scripted storms from Red Dead Redemption 2, which look great. But in Star Citizen, these clouds are formed naturally and change realistically depending on the various planetary simulations. And once we have this full dynamic weather simulation, these weather fronts are going to have an actual impact on gameplay, like forcing players to stop what they're doing because it's too dangerous to be outside, or it's too dangerous to fly so you need to stay grounded for a while, or even approach an objective on the ground instead of just flying from place to place. Also, the new outposts are such a massive expansion on the locations found on the live build in Stanton, with them stretching probably kilometers in reach, not to mention the huge number of localized settlements and structures found within the close proximity of them, and the verticality too. There's certain places where the sheer grandeur of being in this large settlement and then looking up on top of a mountainside and seeing the extension of that settlement up there, it really has to be seen to be believed. They just go on forever. Now, something to remember is that a lot of the reason these places in Pyro and Pyro itself is looking so much more impressive on the EPTU than what we currently have in live is partly due to the fact that they're just improving and expanding on the tech that they use to build the solar systems, the planets, and the points of interest, as we saw at CitizenCon this year with the reveal of the Genesis system. And this doesn't mean that Pyro will just be bigger, better, and sexier than Stanton, as Cloud Imperium will be taking all of these new practices and applying those to Stanton and any future location as well, while continuing to update and improve the visuals as development continues on. Anyway, I'm waffling on. What I will do is just leave you with some of my favourite views of the verse, locations that I have found to be completely awe-inspiring and jaw-dropping as I'm just there for whatever reason. That said, we do have a lot of giveaways to offer, so while you're enjoying the view, I will set up and explain the first giveaway we have, which is courtesy of GameGlass. We have a couple of 12-month GameGlass passes, which will allow you to use your phone or tablet to control various aspects of Star Citizen, like your ship's MFDs. We'll give one of those 12-month passes away in this video, as well as a Crusader Intrepid game package, again courtesy of GameGlass. And in order to win either of these, firstly, you have to be a subscriber here on YouTube, and simply comment below with what you are most looking forward to in Star Citizen Alpha 4.0. And in a week's time, I will pick 2 random comments from this video and announce the winner here on YouTube. And a huge thank you to GameGlass for being so generous and providing these for giveaway. In fact, there's more to come from them because they gave me $300 to spend on Star Citizen ships and packages to give away, not to mention those 2 12-month game passes, And you can currently get 30% off any GameGlass purchase, be that a monthly or annual pass, by firstly using my 10% discount link in the description and then stacking the 20% off code, which is IAE 2024. This is in celebration of the IAE. And any purchase made using my link does directly support my channel as well. So thank you to everybody who has done so far. There has been a lot of you, and I really appreciate it. Also, don't forget that you can actually use GameGlass for free just by simply creating an account. You do get access to a couple of shards there without having to spend anything. But best of luck with the giveaways. As I say, I'll call out 2 winners in a week's time. But for now, I will continue taking in the views of Pyro, and here's hoping that we are not waiting too long for Star Citizen Alpha 4.0 to make its way out to live, in a good solid state, of course. As we have heard recently with the most recent couple of patches, the mission system refactor is now complete. That'll just need a bit of optimizing. They have found a few issues that are causing degraded performance and stability that they're working on fixing, so hopefully within the next couple of patches we'll be able to see a lot more performance and stability in the current EPTU build, and hopefully move it on to Wave 2. That would be pretty exciting. Anyway, with that said, if I have any more visuals to show off in the background, I'll keep that running for a little bit so you can see it all. But if you do appreciate my videos, please do consider subscribing and helping the channel to grow. Also, I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays between 2 and 6 PM GMT here on YouTube and over at twitch.tv/SuperMacBrother. The link is below. You are all more than welcome to watch and hang out and ask your questions. It is always a pleasure speaking to you all. Hit the thumbs up if you don't mind, it does the channel a big favour, and tick that notification bell if you'd like to be notified when my videos go live. A huge thank you to my patrons and channel members. Cannot do this without you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.